When my Is Edgar Degas Jack the Ripper video went viral, I started getting some comments that I found kind of disturbing. For the most part, the true crime community seems to be well educated and respectful of each other's opinions and theories, cognizant of the fact that these murders occurred in 1888, and there's only so much that you can know for sure. However, there are a small group of comments that just say, no, we know who did it. It was the Polish barber Aaron Kominski, and it was proven with DNA. You need to read the facts. The facts, right? Okay, let's get into this. First time that DNA was used in court was in 1986. When we collect DNA, we use sterile collection methods. There was no effort made to keep Catherine Eddowes' possessions sterile. In fact, at that time, you were allowed to touch anything you wanted at the crime scene. You know why? Because they didn't know about fingerprints yet. In the 1880s, that's when they were first writing papers about the fact that maybe fingerprints were unique. The first time that somebody tried to categorize fingerprints for police use was in 1892, and that was in Argentina. And fingerprints did not convict someone in court until 1910, so there was no attempt made to wear gloves when. But you know what the police did do? They did make a list of everything that Catherine Eddowes had on her body at the time that she was killed. Guess what wasn't on the list? The shawl that they tested for DNA. All that was tested for DNA was, according to family legend, brought home by a police officer who was at the scene at the time and found the body and gave it to his wife as a gift. Which first off makes no sense, but also he was not listed as being on the scene, nor was he of the same police department that found the body. Furthermore, in the years since, that shawl has been sold at auction multiple times, been cut into pieces, been framed, hung in a video store, a video rental store, I guess. Basically, that shawl has seen some action. But that brings me to another point. The fluid that was a match for Aaron's was not blood or saliva. Many historians believe that Catherine Eddowes worked as a lady of the night, and the Jack the Ripper murders were not considered to be SA attacks. There was no evidence at the other crime scenes, or this one, of there being swimmers. So DNA should not be used in the Jack the Ripper case at all, in my opinion. But even if it were used, if you used swimmers and found swimmers, that should indemnify you of guilt. You're not Jack the Ripper. But the cherry on top of all of this, the ultimate irony, is that Degas would be delighted if the murders that he committed were blamed on a Jewish man.